Alright, so when most people think of a coin collector, they think of a crusty old man, antisocial, stuck in a dark room, hoarding little shiny pieces of metal. But that's not what your average coin collector necessarily is. Some of them are, the stereotype for a reason, I'm sure. But many people throughout time have collected coins. William Butler Yeats said that design in connection to postage and coinage are the silent ambassadors on national taste. And that's why a lot of people collect coins, is because of how they look. What makes coins interesting is not necessarily just the intrinsic value of the metal, but also the art that goes into them, the design. And a lot of coins have had competitions throughout the years for designers and what actually gets put on them. What we're going to talk about today is what makes them interesting to me, what types of coins they are, basic grades, and ways you can go about collecting. Numismatics is the fancy word for coin collecting, but basically that just means an attraction to metal. And numismatics can mean more than just coins. You can collect antique weapons or antique tokens, anything of that sort is made of metal. This has been called the hobby of kings because rich people are good at collecting coins because they have the money for it. AmericanCoinGuild.com mentions Louis XIV and Franklin Delano Roosevelt as famous coin collectors, but other people throughout the years have done it, as well as Wayne Gretzky, Dennis Rodman are famous people you might know that have coin collections. But you don't have to be rich to collect coins. There are many ways to go about collecting them. You can collect coins from your pocket change. You can go to the bank and get a roll of quarters, filter through the ones you like, use the rest of them for spending money, so it's at no real cost. Another way people like to find coins to collect is with another hobby that is decidedly nerdy. You see the dudes out there with the metal detectors looking for anything worth value. So again, it's not specifically for rich people. As I said, they can be valuable due to their artistic value, their age, their rarity, or their metal content. So what are you looking for in a coin? Well, you're looking for something, again, that could be rare, collectible for the fact that it's high in silver content is one of the most important ways. There are three basic grades of coins. There's a scale that goes all the way up to from 2 to 70, but there are three basic grades of coins that we're looking for. And these are two examples of the first kind. I've got an 83 nickel and an 1866 2-cent piece that you guys can pass around. These are circulating coins. You can tell because they've been worn down a little bit. Most people don't know a 2-cent coin ever existed. Circulating coins are the reason coins get minted. They're there to be used and spent. They're the lowest grade of coins. They get mass-produced quite frequently. But that's why coins get made. The next basic grade of coin is the uncirculated coin. These are minted in the same way, out of the same metals. However, they're issued almost exclusively to collectors, and this is an example of the uncirculated coins. I got that out of the set. You can get them individually. They haven't been touched. There'll be no marks on them. They get sold at a premium for more than face value of the coin to collectors so that they can have a coin that's never been touched. Proof coins are made with a different process. They are used with different minting presses. They get pressed harder. Less of them get made. They're often a lot shinier, and you can see the details a lot better. I gave you the last one. I'll pass this one over. It's kind of small. These proof coins are a lot prettier. Again, often never been touched. They're designed specifically for collectors, and they are sold at quite a premium. And this is where I talk about rarity. In 2001, over 10 billion Lincoln cents, pennies, were produced for circulation. However, only about 3 million of them were made proofs. So that's where the rarity comes in. The same year, 130 million gold dollars, the Sacagawea dollar that they were trying to push, were made for circulation, but only 3 million were made for fruit. So that's what drives up the price, is the rarity. If it's not many of something, people want to have it. There are several ways to start your collection. The state parks quarters were something that the Mint tried to get people interested in. You see these folders all over the place. You can collect by date and mint mark. You'll see on most of your coins that you have in your pocket, there'll be a little letter on the coin that tells you what mint it was produced at. So if you wanted to collect a collection of all the quarters that were produced from the first to the end of the series, you collect by year, or you can get a little more extensive and you collect by year and by mint. That's one way a lot of people collect. I have a few collections at home of specific years. Like 1980 is my birth year, so I'm trying to collect one of every type of coin that was produced that year. So I have a year collection. And then this book right here is an example of another way that people collect coins. It's a first and last book. This book contains one of each coin that was produced throughout the 20th century, the 1900s. The last of the coin that was produced and the first of the new series. And it's a nice collection you can have. It's, history as well as rarity and intrinsic value. All right, but there are many other ways you can collect coins. Perhaps you like one specific designer, the way he puts a piece onto a coin, and you collect all the coins that he designed. Or perhaps you like you collect specifically for the metal, and you want one silver coin, one copper coin, one nickel coin. There is a very specific example of that. The 3-cent piece was produced both in nickel and in silver versions. So somebody might want to collect the rarities there. Error coins are another way that people collect. They like coins will be minted off-center or with a leaf tilted down in another direction. So there are many ways you can collect. So really, the guy I described, the miserly old man in a dark room, he's one type of coin collector. But as we've discussed, there's many reasons to get involved, and anybody really can be interested in collecting.